Hey, what is up, guys? Steve here, and it is time to start another stream. Just a moment here as I move things around a little bit. Okay, so I just wanted to go over the rules once again, since this is been a little while since we did one of these. Place a little bit here. All right, so what makes this different from last week's run? Well, we are able to only catch one Pokemon per route, which is the same as last time, but you are not allowed to knock any out. So the early game is going to be much harder because we will have very, very few battles. The rival will be exponentially harder because we will not have just wild Pokemon to knock out at our beck and call. Now, the other thing is you are only allowed to have one Pokemon. I don't see here. Here it is in the middle. One Pokemon for the entire run. You're not allowed to use any of the others. The other ones are only there for HM purposes. You're not even allowed to swap into them. That will definitely make things quite a bit more difficult with moves like Parasong out there. So that'll be a little bit rough, especially since we went through all 6 of them last run. Hopefully with a better Pokemon, there will be less of a need to swap out, but you know, that's why you play the runs, to find out. All right, let's see. What else do we got here? Obviously, some of these are the same. The favorites clause, mine do change for Gen 2. I really should update this. But in Gen 1, it was Hypno, Gyarados, Alakazam. In Gen 2, it's going to be Togetic, Ho-Oh, or Ho-Oh-Lugia, which unfortunately no legendaries, so can't be Ho-Oh-Lugia. Fraligator. Ooh. The other one's gonna be a little hard. For instance, you know, I'd love to pick Alakazam because it's good, but for me, Alakazam's not really like a Gen 2 Pokemon. It's not really like when I think of favorites and I think of what are my favorite Pokemon of Gen 2, I don't think Alakazam. I don't know if I can like make that sound better, but like when you think of a generation, you think of certain Pokemon and you don't think of others. And when I think of Gen 2, I don't think of Alakazam. I don't think of any of these 3 actually when I think of Gen 2. I might think of Gyarados because of the red Gyarados, but I specifically think of red Gyarados, not Gyarados. So I guess it would have to be Togetic, Fraligator. Honestly, it's a cut between Typhlosion and Tyranitar. Not really sure what my third would be. But if that comes up, we will certainly see. I think we'll probably end up going with Typhlosion, just because I've played enough Tyranitar in the past. No, I don't know if Tyranitar is even capable of beating this challenge. It's just so weak to fighting moves that the moment you see one Mach Punch and you're like, oh no, or you get hit by one Cross Chop and it's just over. All right, so let's see what else. Obviously you can't leave the gyms. You got to battle all the trim trainers. Gotta do the dungeons all in one go. Same stuff as the previous one. Let's see. Oh, the TMs might be the biggest change of all. You can't just use random TMs. It's only the gym leader TMs. And as you guys already know, gym leader TMs are going to be randomized. I did find out today when I was making the new ROMs that I did in fact screw up the previous challenge. The previous challenge was in fact made harder. The setting for the maximum level or the minimum level being or hold on, I'll just show you what I mean. Okay, apparently it doesn't fit the whole monitor on here, but there we go. Kaizo randomizer settings is this last one right here. Pokemon must not have level increase. Oh, static Pokemon must not have level increase. Make evolutions easier. Force fully evolve at 30. That is the setting. The additional 3 trainers I think is only for like the other generations. I don't think it works in Gen 2. I did put in the custom string, but I don't think I saw a difference in the last one. For this force fully evolve at 30, we played in the last challenge. So where there were supposed to be Abras and, you know, just random Pokemon that were just really bad, we didn't see those. So the last week's challenge and the previous week's challenge was way harder than it needed to be. Now we're currently at the forceful evolve at level 30, the difficult one. And then the second most difficult challenge, no healing items while outside of battle. Gotta use healing items inside of battle. Probably the most important and most difficult of all. It's probably the one deciding factor that makes this challenge as incredibly difficult as it is, because I feel like a lot of these I can actually overcome with just a Pokemon being good, but not being able to heal before difficult battles is just it's a difficulty all on its own, especially when you're in a building. So you really need to emphasize those one shots. But anyways, I think that's probably enough about the beginning of the challenge. We've spent 10 minutes talking about this. So let's go ahead and get started. Since the previous stream, there has been, in addition to the overlay, there is now a centers and a saves counter. It was probably not going to matter very much in this stream, but in the previous stream, when we were all comparing the how did our runs go, it was like, man, I wonder how many times this other person, Ike, you know, how many times he may have healed versus how many times I may have healed, or how many times I may have saved. Because, you know, saves and heals on their own don't count for like a lot of time. A center might count you as 20, 30 seconds. No, not even 20. 15, 20 seconds. The save's like 10 seconds. And, you know, if we were to finish an entire run, and I see, oh, he went to the center 3 times less than me, that's 1 minute. That's 1 minute Ike saved over me. Oh, he saved 5 times less than me. Oh, well, that's 50 seconds. You know, it makes it a little bit easier to figure out what Ike is doing better than me. So it's just a cool little thing. Ike is now in our overlay chat, so he should be able to get all additions to the overlay. All right, I think I can now start the vertical stream since we're probably going to get started momentarily. I think I actually have to click go live, so give me a moment. I have to, on the overlay, there's a button to click start, and then I have to wait for YouTube to give me the option to go live. Boom, there we are. We are now live on vertical. Welcome everybody. If you want to go over the rules, make sure to check out the stream starting soon page of the vertical chat, or the horizontal video, or just look in the video description. You'll be able to find out all the rules in there. We are doing a regular Kaizo challenge. We are not doing a hardcore Kaizo. Now that I think about it, the setting at the top that says level cap, that is not going to be relevant on this specific stream. If we beat this challenge on this stream, it will be relevant on next stream. But as it currently sits, this does not have a level cap. But if we win, it will. Regardless, we are pretty much good to get started. This is our first one in Gen 2 of the Kaizo challenge, so we have no deaths and no anything really. So let's go ahead and set our lucky frame 5. We're probably only going to do that for the very first one. There's no way Pichu's going to beat whatever the game throws at us, but you know, gotta do it. All right, starter timer. All right, wish me luck. Chat has been extremely quiet, so hopefully I started everything correctly. There's no real benefit to day of the week. So if anybody wants to be like, hey, you should consider switching it to this day because of this cool thing, I will certainly consider your opinion. Because on the previous challenge, we were allowed to use whatever TMs we were to get. So having it be Sunday was good for being able to get the return TM. But since we can't get the return TM, I mean, we still can pick it up. We just can't use it. Since this challenge won't let us use just random TMs that we pick up, it will be probably more beneficial to pick whatever day of the week has the most pick-upable items. Ooh, nice quick claw. Hello, Gareth. Welcome to the stream. So, for instance, I know Sunday has the magnet. If anybody doesn't know what the magnet does, it increases the power of electric moves by 10% in this game. But more importantly, the magnet is available only on Sunday. So I'm curious how many day of the week items. So like for instance, if Thursday had 2 day of the week items and all of the other days of the week had 1 day of the week item, then it would probably be the most beneficial play on Thursday. Okay, Twisted Spoon. Interesting. Gareth, you won't be able to see it, but on the top right hand or the right side of the overlay will say all of the items that all the TMs that we can learn. We do not learn anything good via level up whatsoever. Thundershock is our best move via level up, which is extremely unfortunate. So when we get to the rival battle, this run will probably die, but we will certainly see. Picking up berries is also banned apparently. Oh look, that Machoke is holding a TM. Yeah, unlike the Gen 1 counterpart, getting to this very first battle and then most likely losing is going to take a lot longer. Another cool addition to the overlay before we lose this battle, if you take a look over there on vertical and down there on horizontal, you can see under power it says 2 to 3. That is how much damage we will do. It is coded on the overlay. I only use it for the Kaizo challenge. I did not even use it for the Ultimate Ironmon because I considered it cheating to know exactly how much power it does. But this challenge is so hard that I think knowing the power is at least the least this game could tell me. As you can see, the Umbreon could do 4 to 5, so it wasn't really much of a fair fight. Now, ironically, now we know Umbreon is the Pokemon to the right of us. We just completed the challenge with Umbreon the other day. I imagine that would probably be a lot more difficult without a team to swap into, because Umbreon is kind of slow and Umbreon doesn't really hit very hard. The game just broke. Okay. Let's try that again. I don't know what the heck happened there. I have no idea what the heck happened there, but I hope that's not a recurring issue. I'm going to try and pick up the Pokemon as fast as possible to see if it... Okay, hold on. That's weird. All right, well, I don't feel like playing Umbreon, so actually, I'm going to go ahead and delete ROM 1. And let's go ahead and go with ROM 2. Hopefully that doesn't become a recurring issue. That would really suck. I'm curious what setting did that. Oh, we also changed the ROM. Now I need to reload game hook. Refresh. Here we go. Got to make sure to tell Elm no a few times, you know. Can't just say yes to everything. Blissey. Okay. You know, you work with Nurse Joy. Maybe you should be named after Nurse Joy. All right, what is the energy pouch? Is that what that is? Energy powder. I think that's a healing item of sorts. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. See what that does. Okay, so the energy powder does 50 HP. Not bad. Amulet coin. Interesting. I could get real rich real early, but unfortunately we're not allowed to buy anything, so getting rich would not be super beneficial. Ooh, there's an argument for the day of the week art. That girl, in that very first route, she'll give you a pink bow on a certain day of the week. I should consider doing that because that means I get one more item at the very beginning of every single run. We never know if that item will be super useful, but getting an item every single run, an extra item every single run at the most important part of the run, the beginning, it might make a difference. That Crobat's holding Earthquake. Oh, hold on. I need to start picking this up, everyone. Even though we're not allowed to get berries from the berry tree, this guy always gives you a berry. So that means that will actually make every single rival battle slightly easier. Of course, it's Mew. Mew versus Blissey. That's super fair. Oh. Alright. That means when we start over the ROM, Mew is the very first Pokemon to the right. And since it's a legendary, we're not allowed to use it. So we're going to go ahead and ignore Mew and just pick whatever's on the left. I'm just going to test all the days of the week until I figure out which day of the week that girl gives you an item. Noctowl, you know, you are... Ooh, you pretty bird. Pretty bird. I even got a PP up, which would be interesting. We do not learn Psychic via level up. We learn Confusion at 41. That's insane. That's so late. All right, let's go get our amulet coin. Hopefully our pretty bird is fast enough to actually run away from everything. I was just double checking. That was the amulet coin. I wasn't paying attention. All right, let's see if this girl gives us an item now. Okay, well, whatever day of the week it is, it's not Saturday. I also did not need to heal there now that I think about it, because Mr. Pokemon heals you. Force a habit. when you get burned, you want to get rid of it immediately. Man, imagine if we can knock out some Pokemon. That would be great. Still nobody on horizontal chat, which is unusual. All right, I'm just curious. Are these randomized? They are not. Okay. Just double checking. Oh, thank you, Andrew. I will definitely make sure to start on Tuesday next run. All right, we got Blissey. That is definitely something we can do. All right, so Blissey's going to do 5 to 6 damage. If I go with Growl... Okay, well, they offset each other. Okay, well, a second Growl still does 5 to 6, so I think we're probably just going to go ahead and go with Peck then. My Peck does 5 to 7. It has so much HP. Should I go with a third Growl? No. All right, well, it got a crit. That's unfortunate. Feels bad. All right. Are there any days of the week that have 2 items? Because it looks like every one of those you just posted is 1 day of the week. Because technically, when you just wrote down Sunday Magnet, Sunday also doubles as the return day. Let's see. So this one was Blissey and Noctowl and Mew. So we're done with this ROM. Okay, unload mapper. Crystal. Refresh. There we go. Try out some different frames. All right, so Tuesday. All right, what if I just hold? Okay, so if I hold no, it'll take me all the way to the text for the day. Quite convenient. All right. Okay, well, we're about to waste a lot of time to have this Pokemon die. Honestly, I'd rather it die to like a wild Pokemon on the way there, but I have a feeling I'm not going to be that fortunate. I'll make sure to pick up nothing though. Oh right. Oh, I have a lure ball? Oh, I could pivot. I could pivot off of Kakuna before the rival battle. Using as self-destruct. That's funny. Okay, well, that Pokemon died before we even got to the rival. That was very expected. I guess the nighttime thing doesn't particularly matter because, again, the whole being at night is for Curse, and Curse is a move I'm not allowed to pick up and learn. So I guess I'm trying to think if there's any other benefit to it being nighttime, because I think there isn't. We didn't ever even got to see what the rival had, so we can just go ahead and look. Heracross. All right. You're going to be Muscles. Heracross learns Horn Attack at 6. Okay, good. Oh, wait. That means we're not going to have Horn Attack for the rival. That's unfortunate. Unless, of course, we see a wild Raichu, in which we're allowed to knock it out. That's about it. You know what? We can see with this held item if it actually works the way it's supposed to. So it says it's Bone Rush. Is it actually Bone Rush? It is Bone Rush. Okay. We're not allowed to use that. I don't think we're allowed to use that. Oh, we can't get rid of it either. Okay. Unlike Gen 1, I can't just discard it. Okay, well, we'll just have to remember that that's not a item given to you by a gym leader. Oh, she didn't... Wait. I swear I picked Tuesday. Maybe it's daytime on Tuesday? That's all right, Andrew. Okay, useless ice berry. All right, well, I guess let's see if muscles can defeat the rival. Let's see, we are at full HP. We're good. Pineco. So self-destruct can one-shot us. That's extremely unfortunate. And 5 to 6 damage on tackle. I got a 5% miss on my very own tackle. Well, I'm pretty sure that's a death. Oh, that means our next run we're gonna have our very own Pineco. Can't imagine that one is going to go very well. Well, let's see, Tuesday. I assume that's Route 29. Never really gotten an early pink bow before. Oh, wow. Mine doesn't even have a self-destruct. It gets self-destruct at level 8. It would not shock me if that Arcanine would knock us out when we fail to run away. Did I not update the cross jump? Because it looks like Pineco is working on my end, but not working on the opponent's end, which is very weird. I almost wish there was a way to do the rival battle before doing all of this, like in Gen 1, because this takes so long, and we know we're going to die. Like, not even picking up items because we know we're going to lose. Interestingly enough, I'm holding the Miracle Berry. Oh, I'm going to die before I even... Didn't I not get poisoned? Not bad. I thought I got poisoned. I was so sure we were going to die, and then I totally forgot. Completely forgot about the Kakuna. Oh, you're right. Speed probably did use the older one and didn't update it to the newer one. Regardless, when we get to Bellsprout Tower, we're gonna lose. Or actually, not even Bellsprout Tower. We're not even gonna make it youngster Joey. We're gonna lose. Oh, she's still not giving it to me. Guess we'll try another day of the week. We've eliminated Saturday and Tuesday. Actually, hold on. We have Pokeballs? We do. We could pivot. We could pivot off of our Pokemon. Does Togetic have Metronome this early? I know it's like one of the first moves that Togepi learns. Metronome would be at least an interesting way to go. Oh, you have no attacking moves. Okay. Never mind. Nope. Not gonna be doing that. Now that's a Pokemon I can get behind. Unfortunately, it only has Tackle. But as far as pivoting is concerned, I'll go ahead and do that. Oh, right. Catch chance. I assume it's using their base catch rate. It's based on their base catch rate, and if I change the catch rate manually, it's not adjusting. Unless it actually is 20%. Oh, did you see it was a royal Pokemon? That was interesting. Only had a Scepter. Alright, Boom is now officially an HM user. Trying to think if I picked... I don't think I picked up any items because I assumed I would just lose, so I didn't pick up any items, so I need to go back and pick them up. Oh, I could see how speed is going to be an issue. That's fine. We'll see how far Slowking can take us. Unfortunately, we don't learn Water Gun until 15. So that means we're going to have to beat Falconer without it. A 50% higher level Falconer. Okay, so we got 2 potions, a full heal, and an ice heal. Alright, youngster Joey, let's see what you got. Spearow, I like that. That's good. 4 to 5 damage. I do 5 to 6. I got more HP. Okay, now I do less. Curse. 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 Growl was making my attack go down, but at the very least, Curse was making my defense go up. All right, youngster Joey 2.0. Your very own Slowking, huh? All right, well, I see no downside to using my own Curse then. Yeah, this is not the best strategy for many reasons. All right, 31 HP. Can that take us all the way there? Oh, we have Pineco. We can die in the... Oh, wait, no, this is a... You know, actually, I don't know if you're allowed to die in the overworld or not in the Kaizo Nuzlocke. Or, I mean, in the hardcore one, sure, you can't die in the overworld. I'm not sure if you're allowed to die or not. Because you're also not allowed to heal outside of battle. Maybe that's just part of the challenge. That Krabby was level 8. Firestone. I think I only got one Pokeball left anyway, so I can't really pivot into... Okay, Poison Cure Berry. That works. Kind of. I mean, you know, I guess Poison's pretty devastating this early in the game, and, like, I'm not going to give it the Ice Berry, so might as well. Ooh, Totodile. Unfortunately, I don't think Totodile learns a better move for until like level, I want to say 12. For Alligator, I'd definitely do it. Okay, I've got full HP, so I might as well battle this trainer because this trainer's got all level 2s, so they should mostly be level 3s, I think. Interesting. Another note, MBF. So you know how we got the speed below the Pokemon? I wonder if we could put the level above the Pokemon. Like that Kakuna was level 5. I guess there must have been a level 3 that's normally on this team. It's mostly just, I mean, I know kind of the general idea of what the levels are in general, but the Kaizo increases the levels by 50%, so I'm not entirely certain what the levels are. Okay, so... Okay, you don't have an electric move. That's perfect. This curse strat doing really good. Okay, well, we're pretty much the maximum level of... Do we go in to Bellsprout Tower or do we not go into Bellsprout Tower? And I have a feeling we should not go into Bellsprout Tower, but here's the other thing. We have to defeat... Let's see. I'm just assuming the three... the one guy is really hard to avoid, so... Mandatory, there's 1, 2... 3. There's 3 mandatory trainers at the top floor, plus the 1 spinner who's very, very difficult to avoid. So basically 4. 4 mandatory trainers in Bellsprout Tower. There's 3 trainers in the gym. The gym's trainers are going to be so much higher of a level. I mean, the very first trainer alone usually has level 9 Spearow, so that should be level 14. I'm not even level 14 as it currently stands, so I mean, I guess I should do Bellsprout Tower. Not healing in the overworld though. That is going to be rough. Is there any items I could pick up? I do not have an escape rope. No, I think without an escape rope, that's pretty much it. So this is the guy I was mentioning is not mandatory. He's very hard to get around. Oh, I forgot about this guy, actually. So it makes 5 trainers then. All right, this guy's going to do no damage. I might as well power up all the way. Oh, that's not good. Okay, paralyze. Do I really have to waste my full heal this early? Yeah, I do. I have to do it in battle too. X special. Iron, sure. There's the really cool design Pineco with no type. Poliwhirl with hypnosis. Unfortunate. Luckily, Bubble does nothing. Alright, I may want to consider healing on the next guy with a potion. Smooch him with a Sweet Kiss that can confuse me. I'll just straight up go for damage. Okay, the next trainer on my left has got 2 Pokemon. The trainer in front of me has got 3. But I can always revisit the trainer on the left after defeating this guy. Oh, you've got magnitude? Okay. Oh, I forgot Curse had 10 PP. I'm so used to using Curse in one battle and only one battle that I completely forgot about PP, because usually the PP doesn't matter because I use it and then boom, I don't have to worry about it. Okay, well that's probably gonna be it for this battle. I imagine I really like how magnitude says 1 to 8 damage. That is that's pretty cool to know the maximum is 8. Let's see. I guess we'll potion and then we'll just have to go for it. Anything else? No special, nothing. Okay. Didn't we get water gun at some point? Oh, we get water gun 1 level from now. I missed tackle. That's funny. I just want you to know that we've missed like 3 tackles now, which is insane. Nope, no more healing items. I'm trying to think if there was any more Pokemon left on this ROM. I can't remember. We obviously did not beat Falconer, so we can continue using this ROM. All right. Oh, right. Let's see. Pineco, Kakuna. Yeah, we already did it on this ROM. Neat. Mapper, refresh. Refresh. There we go. Maybe we'll get a little bit luckier. The other difficult thing about Gen 2 is the movesets are so much more like weakened in the early game. Like in Gen 1, they gave a lot of Pokemon Bite in the early game. Or Stomp. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? You're not allowed to do that. Obviously, we got to go to the middle Pokemon. Okay, well, you know, you're dead unless I can find myself a Pokeball. Well, now that I've looked all the Pokemon, I know for a fact we are going to die. All 3 choices are rough. Pokemon in the wild, though, not that bad. If we can get ourselves a ball here in the overworld, wouldn't be too bad. Only 2 items left, though. Oh, wait. I just realized the Pokemon we're going to be facing is going to be Togetic because I cheated. Togetic has no attacking moves. So whatever Pokemon I get right now will beat the rival, no matter what, even if I catch something that's a lower level. That is a really diverse moveset. It's a shame that Macargo's slow as dirt. Also, in hindsight, I should not have talked to Mr. Pokemon, because now I'm limited to the Pokemon on this route, and the Pokemon on this route appear to suck. That very first route had Pidgeot and Arcanine. Okay, dead. Well, on the bright side, we know the Love Ball exists, so we're not totally screwed with whatever Pokemon we end up getting. All right, so let's see. Let's test out Monday. All right, so we usually go middle, then left, then right. Poison Sting. It's its only attacking move. At least in Gen 1, I think it gets Barrier. Oh, Barrier and Wrap. Oh, an Ether Arcanine? Wow. All right. Still nothing. Okay. I mean, I guess technically we still have a chance of beating Lediba. Just the level discrepancy. And I don't think Poison Sting is super effective either. I don't remember exactly what type Lediba is. I want to say it's pure grass, but I really don't know. Hey, Mariah, welcome to stream. Having a rough here at the beginning. We are 50 minutes in and we have not even gotten past Bellsprout Tower. The rival's been absolutely kicking our butt. And this time it's because we're hitting ourselves, but that one was winnable. That's unfortunate. All right. Monday did not have the item. Tuesday did not have the item. We will try Wednesday. All right. Well, it's literally impossible with Togetic, so you are uber dead. You know your Pokemon's dead, but it doesn't have an attacking move. At this point, the only thing that we can accomplish with this Togetic is figuring out if the Pink Bow girl gives the item on Wednesday or not. And we almost didn't even accomplish that. Still not one. Okay, so we have now checked Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I don't even really want to catch another Pokemon, but I feel like I have no choice. Okay. Well, that was a fitting end to this ROM. All right. Well, ROM number 4, quite the dud. ROM number 5. Let's see how that goes. All right. Refresh. All right. Let's try Thursday. All right, Pokemon. Don't let me down. A Ninetales. Now that one's interesting. Ooh, those are some decent moves. Okay. If Ninetales can't beat whatever the rival has, that would be extremely unfortunate. I feel like Ninetales has definitely got a shot. Still nothing. No, not Thursday. We have 2 balls. The Ultra Ball that we're currently holding, this Love Ball, and this Level Ball. So if we wanted to pivot on the next 2 attempts at the ROM, we certainly can afford to. Not really sure Machoke is going to be the answer, though. Mankey, nice. Oh wow, Mankey does 5 to 7. That's actually kind of strong. Okay, we really needed that berry. Phew. Just double check. What's his name? Not exactly who it is. Ike. Ike's the one who stole your Mankey. All right, now the question is, can we defeat the first few trainers? That would be quite nice. As you saw in the previous one, Pokemon like Golem, not the easiest to defeat. Ooh, hold on a second. Is Mr. Mime worth a pivot? I don't think Mr. Mime gets a better move than Confusion for a very long time. We also don't get a better move for a very long time. We get Fire Spin at 43. Oof. Moo Moo Milk. All right, youngster Joey. Wow. Resist Quick Attack, double resist Ember. Confuse Ray. Confuse Ray might be my best move here. Nice. Okay, well, gonna have to get used to this healing after just about every battle. Okay. Those are doable. Quick attack doing 8 to 10 damage. Boy, never thought I'd see it. Quick attack being more powerful than Ember. Okay. Those are certainly beatable, but they are both water Pokemon. Luckily, they both suck. Oh, I almost said yes. Not that it really would have mattered. Antidote. We all know Azumarill's useless. Ooh, Typhlosion. If only it wasn't level 3. Mystery Berry. Okay, Mystery Berry. Is that the PP one? Yeah. Okay. Okay, seriously, how do I get out of here? I swear it was left. I mean, the thing about this cave is all you really need to do is flail around in the down direction and you usually can get out. There we go. Oh, look, this Togepi has Metronome. So close. Imagine if Togepi or Togetic or Togepi had started with Metronome. In any of the generations, does the XP share give you like a 1.5% XP boost? Or is that that not a thing? No, that's not a thing. Never mind. I don't know why I said that. That was very stupid. Level 3 Dodrio. It's nice being higher level than the opponent's Pokemon for once. 39 to 46. Wow. All right. Well, that's all available trainers. We do not have an escape rope, so there's nowhere else left to go. Only after Falconer is defeated. Oh. Okay. Ouch. Ouch. We have one healing item total. Ouch. Okay, well, you know, that guy is pretty hard to get around. Although, I shouldn't be calling him a guy. When the name popped up, that guy's name was Kimberly. Let's see, this is going to be a 2-shot. Right. This could be a 1-shot. And it is. Moonball. Not super helpful. Lemonade. There we go. That's good. This guy's unavoidable. Smooch him. That's... Okay, you can't defeat him with Ember. That's unfortunate. I was hoping to save some of my Ember PP. This guy's pretty unavoidable too. Smeargle's garbage. I can two-shot that with quick attack. Or just get a crit. You know, that works too. It never dawned on me I could actually pick this up before battling that guy. Oh, wow. Berry Juice. Is that the 20 HP one? Yeah, it is. You don't have a water move. Well, that's definitely to my benefit. No, not my defense. Berry Juice. All right. Oh, sending that Pidgeot early, huh? Wait, your Pidgeot's kind of a high level. 17. I did not expect it to be so high. Okay, now the big question is, should we battle any more trainers in here? I still have 20 HP remaining. If I recall, this guy's got 2 Pokemon. They're both level 6, so they'd be level 9. This guy, I think, has 3 Pokemon, but they're all level 3. Not even 1 level. Well, there's only 1 trainer left, and it's the one that I mentioned had 2 Pokemon. Well, at this point, you gotta take whatever experience is available. 28 to 34, so it will not be a one-shot, but luckily, she will not do a lot of damage, so... Is it a 2-shot if I go quick attack? Or who am I kidding? This is last trainer. It doesn't matter if I waste PP. Perfect. Got 1 extra level out of that. We still got 1 lemonade. We'll probably end up needing that. Alright, you got Tauros. That's a lot of damage. Confuse Ray. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, 2 hit yourselves. Perfect. That could not have gone better. Oh, this trainer's bad. Okay, we're going to go into Falconer with full HP. I like it. All right, any items I want to put on? Mystery Berry? No. No. Lemonade? No. Okay. Okay, well, you know, Falconer might be the worst person in his own gym. The guy with the Tauros might actually be the real Falconer here. All right, let's see what TM number this is. It is TM 31. Dizzy Punch. Well, don't learn that. Slowpoke Egg. No, thank you. All right, still do not have the escape rope, so we're not going to get the 4 free items. I guess that guy's always going to give the Miracle Seed. If that guy always gives the Miracle Seed, I'm curious if I can always get the Charcoal. That flail is actually starting to scare me. Well, on the bright side, I think the hardest part is over. I'd say all the way up to Falconer is probably the absolute hardest part of the entire run. Now, I'm still not a big fan of Ember being basically my only attacking move, but at least we can win via being sheer over leveled at this point. Dang it, I was about to not heal after this. All right, Trying to think. This trainer on our left, I think, has only 2 Pokemon. Probably do that before healing. I'll do a Sunkern. That's fine. This guy's got 1. Magnitude can do up to 19. That's actually a little rough. 2 to 19. That's crazy, the difference between magnitude 4 and magnitude 10. All right. I think this guy's the one with 5 Pokemon, so this one maybe? Nope, I picked it wrong. Shuckle. Both one shot. Confuse Ray. Of course, you paralyzed me without having to use Thunder Wave. Holy crap. Lemonade. I didn't think I would lose to a random trainer. This trainer's Pokemon is level 24. Ampharos is one beefy boy. I've played Ampharos myself. I gotta say, Ampharos is really, really up there on one of those Pokemon that is like, oh, this Pokemon just looks okay, and then you're like, oh my god, this Pokemon is cracked. Like, Ampharos is really strong offensively and defensively. Well, at least special defensively. Which, I mean, let's be honest, special defense matters a whole heck of a lot more in general. Okay, well, we're down to 0 healing items now. Probably go pick up this. Yay. Okay, I already picked that up. I'm trying to think. I don't think the old rod's gonna be randomized, but I might as well take a look. I think most of the key items are pretty much the same. Yeah, the old rod's not randomized. All right, we need to remember caves. Caves are they're a dungeon, so I didn't pick up the Repel, really? Well, we're not allowed to leave the dungeon, so I've already entered the cave, so at this point, too late. We'll come back to it after Goldenrod, I guess. Oh, I guess I did go to the right to battle that one trainer. The TM is not super important in this area, but at this point, we've pretty much skipped all of the trainers, so might as well just battle him because he's here, because he's free XP. The important thing is we got around the trainer with 3 Pokemon. That means we can backtrack him at our own leisure. Any Pokemon that I can't like 2-shot, I'm considering starting with Ember, or sorry, starting with Confuse Ray. Oops, wrong move. While I'm oh right, I did not need that. Oh right, you can't discard. That's all right. We weren't able to use it anyways. Man, if these Pokemon were at such a low level, I could consider pivoting. Even 12, which is like pretty high for this area, is still too low. $55 to $65. That is just barely a one-shot. 27 to 32. Okay. I do really like knowing how much damage I do. We'll see if it matters very much. I thought, okay. So first of all, Confuse Ray. So it went with Mirror Coat. Let's go Confuse Ray again just to see if it'll go Mirror Coat again. Counter. Himself. Okay. Oh, they're both one-shots. Never mind. Completely was not paying enough attention. Every Wobbuffet is like a Hail Mary of death. Dragon Fang, interesting. If it's not a two-shot, use Confuse Ray. All right, well that's all the training in there. Oops. Well, luckily after this area, I will be able to finally purchase repels. Hey, look, we did the bag trick that speed. Oh, the Sacred Ash. If only the Sacred Ash was like charcoal and boosted fire moves. Instead, it's useless. In fact, it's so useless that it's actually banned. Literally, it's banned. There's an actual thing that says it's banned. All right, XP share, get rid of those. Guard spec, get rid of that. Miracle Seed, get rid of that. Thunderstone, Everstone, Stardust. Honestly, we're so fast, we'll never ever need an X speed. Ninetales is one of the fastest Pokemon in the game. Not one of the fastest, but one of the faster Pokemon in the game. Mystic Water, no. Sacred Ash, nope. All right. Can't buy the charcoal because you're not allowed to buy items. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go battle this guy before I enter the cave. Any chance you can battle something before you have to do like 5 battles in a row is a good idea. I can heal after that guy, but I can't heal after I enter the cave. All right, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 battles in a row over here. Hidden Power Rock. Oof. Slow King Slowpoke in Slowpoke Well. That is some real good theming. Good job, Rocket. You went out and you got the exact Pokemon you needed to be on brand. All right, so this is a 3-shot, so we're going to go Confuse Ray. Wow, 3 hit yourself. That's like my level luck. 2-shot, it is not. Nice. Heavy ball. I can't remember the way some of these balls are broken. I feel like the heavy ball doesn't work as intended. 148 damage on that Paris. Okay. So we need a helpful reminder that when you do this gym, you need to do all of the trainers in this gym. But cool little side quest, you can actually do the rival and then you can go do the whole cut thing. Oh no, sorry, the cut thing. Actually, I don't know if the Farfetch'd is spawned in if you do the rival early. Forests are not considered a dungeon, so I can actually go check and then just come back. I'm allowed to leave the forest once I enter. No, that was a high damage Psy Wave. Oh my god. Oh my god, I have no healing items. Oh wait, I got Parallels Cure Berry though. Unbelievable. I wave. That's Psy Wave. Psy Wave. I died to Psy Wave. That's next level embarrassing. Oh well, I mean, we were dealing with the likes of Ember and Quick Attack, and it was getting weaker and weaker over time. It was a good run though, and we made it past Falconer, so we got to go ahead and delete this ROM. We'll never know what the Pokemon on the left and the right of Ninetales were. Unload mapper. Start. There we go. Okay, since the day of the week does not matter whatsoever, because MVF said it's Tuesdays after you beat Falconer, and I don't feel like backtracking for Falconer. We'll just go leave it to our default Sunday. The nighttime doesn't matter because we're not really carrying whatsoever. Sunday, at least it's easy to remember where the magnet is. It's not out of the way even a little bit. Okay, well, we're not allowed to have legendaries, so okay. You know, maybe you can hold a ball. Nope, no ball. Okay. That's unfortunate. You know, if you could just be slower than that Doduo and then get knocked out by Peck, that'd be great. All right, any balls out here? Fastball. Okay, okay. Doduo. Do I want Doduo or do I want Actually, you know what? As long as we don't go to Mr. Pokemon's house, we can cut. Okay. Okay. Should have expected that. Quite frankly, I expected to be able to run away. But, you know, got to pay attention to that speed. Sometimes it's day, sometimes it's night, sometimes the muscle memory kicks in, sometimes it doesn't. Oh boy, this is my first time ever playing Sunflora. If anybody didn't notice, Sunflora is about to go against Zapdos, so Sunflora is dead. Out of curiosity. Oh, actually, hold on. Isn't there a rule where if your Pokemon is stuck? Wow. This Pokemon doesn't learn it, but imagine if it did. Whew. I think if your Pokemon starts with the TM, I think it might also be able to learn it, but I don't know that for sure. I should probably look that up at some point. Go get that fastball though. We no chance we're beating Zapdos with a Sunflora. All right, is there a Pokemon that over here that maybe can beat a Zapdos? Okay. At this point, I'd rather just get to the next ROM. Beedrill, only his Fury attack. Wigglytuff will be really interesting. I think its level up moveset is probably very bad. So it would really depend on what TM you can get off of Falconer. Now that I think about it, we're not going to get any better than... Oh my god. Speak of the devil, I was like, we're not going to get any better than Wigglytuff. It doesn't get any better than Clefable, that's for sure. Alright, we need to damage this bad boy. Oh, healing moves are banned. Let me double check if Absorb counts. I think it does. Oh, the following moves are banned. Absorb, Mega Drain, Leech Seed, Teleport, Recover, Soft Boiled, Dream Eater, Leech Life, Spore, Rest. Banned moves are allowed via Metronome and Mimic. Okay. Only TMs from Gym Leaders. Bummer. Okay, so no Absorb. Okay, well, we got 1 pound and we got 1 fastball. Oh my god, we caught it. All right. You're our savior. You need to save us. You have the monumentally difficult task of going against a Zapdos, but it has Sing. So, you know what? It might actually win if I could manage to hit a Sing for a really long period of time. Moonlight is banned, so we can't use that. Metronome, now that's an interesting choice. I might actually consider using Metronome. By might, I mean definitely. I will definitely use Metronome. Oh my god, Quick Claw. That would be pretty useful if we weren't using this berry. I will definitely use it after this very first battle where I'm going to be using the berry. Okay, so we got berry equipped. Got Sing, Double Slap, Metronome. Yep, nothing else. All right, let's do this. All right, Savior, you got this. Okay, you need to absolutely hit your attack because this Zapdos will absolutely murder us. All right. Double Slap does 2 to 3 damage. 2 to 3 damage. If I were to get like a 5-turn Double Slap at the minimum damage, that's 10. So even if I were to get like at the very least I could do 4 damage. So I mean, really, I gotta go for Metronome. Steel Wing crit. That's funny. All right. Metronome. Crab Hammer crit. Okay. At 22, I think I could do it with Double Slap. 2 hit. Okay, you woke up and hit me. Ah. Well, you know, I gave it the best shot. Let's see. I already did the both Pokemon in this ROM, so we're doing the next one. All right, load mapper, refresh overlay. There we go. No point in changing it from Sunday. Go ahead and tell him yes. Get this over with. All right. Aerodactyl. That'll be interesting. An Aerodactyl with charcoal. That's funny. Okay, so we don't get another attacking move other than wing attack until level 15. Honestly, level 15 is right at the very, very end of... Since everything is medium slow, we kind of know where level 15 is going to be, especially since wild Pokemon is not really going to be much of a thing. Now, of course, you know, the Pokemon that you face have different XP yields. So that's going to be the end of Bellsprout Tower. And that's only if we defeat everything. You are... Lance's Pokemon. Unfortunately, it doesn't show up on the overlay, but let's be honest, I wouldn't expect it to. The Pokemon part. Man, that would have been such a good Pokemon to train on. Elixir, okay, that's good. Oh look, Phampi's also broken. I'm gonna grab my... Crap, I used my post-its for... No, my post-its are upstairs. I needed them for measurement reasons for the door. It's on the door, so the dog and the cat are not going to be what do you call it? Interrupting very much anymore. Holy crap, did you just see that? Magneton starts with Sonic Boom and Thunder Shock. I'm actually kind of curious what its level up moveset is. That's actually not too bad. It's the same level up moveset it gets in the first game, but in the first game it doesn't get Thunderbolt at any point. So what you see right there is basically what you get. All right, well, we didn't get any balls, which is very unfortunate. If I had gotten a ball, I may have definitely have considered that Magneton. Clefable. Well, the nice thing about having one move is there's not a lot to really think about. That Clefable got a 5-turn double slap. Why can't that happen for us? It metronomed Bubble Beam. So it got a 5-turn double slap and it metronomed Bubble Beam. You can't make this up. On the bright side, that means we're about to get a Clefable. Oh, well, actually, hold on. We're going to get the Pokemon on the left. So we're not going to get a Clefable. But we will two times from now. Ironically, this isn't really that much different than the previous challenge. We're just not getting that wild Pokemon XP, and boy, gotta say, it makes a big difference. It's Stantler hunting season. Ugh. Let's see. We picked the Pokemon on the left, so we're about to face the Pokemon we just did on our previous run. Aerodactyl versus Stantler. I'm going to go ahead and say we're going to get absolutely destroyed. Probably did not even need to pick up that elixir now that I think about it. That was just a waste of time. We're going to die. Oh, but I just won't pick up the berry, you know. Weird things have happened. Although, to be fair, it's only got wing attack and we only have tackle. So there's not really... Oh, right. It gets agility. Okay, well, you know, not a lot of suspense on that one. It would need to use, like, I don't know, 15 agilities for me to stand a chance. Okay, we're going Pokemon on the right. Welcome back, Savior. Gonna get another try. Let's see how it goes. Oh, that's interesting. So it has more to do with the characters than it has to do with the overlay. I thought if you put a space, the overlay just wouldn't show whatever characters are after the space, but it's clearly showing the colon. So it has more to do with the characters than anything else. Let's see. Savior is about to be facing Stantler with only tackle. So there's a pretty good chance we're going to win. Ugh. All right, rival. Oh, it's got Leer. Okay. Actually, that might make it slightly easier. Okay. Well, you know, when you miss 4 or 3 sings, you know, there's not much you can do about it. That was all 3 Pokemon. Next ROM. There we go. It is certainly a little disappointing, though, that it basically takes us like almost a minute and a half to just get to the rival battle. And it's even worse when you know you're going to lose. Ooh. Ooh, we start with magnitude and try attack? What? Wow. You are going to be... You're going to be the boss. Try attack. Wow. Man, if only we could knock that out for some XP. Or to knock that out for some XP. Oh, interesting. Hey, MVF, look. Either our chance of catching Dragonair is so incredibly low, or Dragonair's data is missing for catch rate. I know you said you'd manually fill some of them in if they're not being collected via whatever website you're pulling it from. If Doug Trio does not beat the rival, I'm going to be very disappointed. All right. Machop. 13 to 18 damage for Machop. And I do so little. Oh my god. I'm definitely gonna lose. I'm not even sure if it's worth using magnitude or not. Tri-Attack has the secondary... Oh, Tri-Attack's a 6-shot. There's no way. We have to go magnitude. In fact, Growl might be better. 9 to 13 or 9 to 11. Okay, well, if we use another growl, we might be able to get it down to a 2-shot. It missed. That's good. Magnitude 10 and magnitude 8. Nice. 5 to 7 guaranteed knockout. Well, that went well. All thanks to a low kick miss, pretty much. Still not out of the woods yet, but the hardest trainer's out of the way. That dastardly Ike, his red hair, going around stealing Pokemon. Oh, the learn set for Dugtree. I didn't even notice. Yeah, that's certainly missing. Could you post the newest cross gen? I could replace it really quick. Oops. Not a big deal. All right, we've got full HP. Okay, well, that's definitely a Pokemon that you'd like to. 2 Magnitude has the ability to do 2 damage at some point. Wow. Magnitude 7. Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, like, I find it difficult to believe that if I were to get a magnitude 4, that it would do 2 damage. That feels like the calculation might be wrong. Because I mean, I think like magnitude 4 is like a 20 power, and like 20 power, I feel like would probably do more than 2 damage. Go ahead and heal since I took 3 damage. Try attack. Good. 3 to 38 or 17 to 21. I'll just do the 17 to 21. I could probably use a heal, so we'll come back to that trainer. Wobbuffet, no thank you. Moo Moo Milk, love to see it. Is 10 power. Oh. 10 power though. 10 power plus stab only does 2 damage. That's still shocking because I mean that was an Elekid. We're not talking something with high defense here. Okay. 2-shot with try attack. I'll take that. 3 damage to 44. Okay, let's just see. Magnitude 4. This is the lowest possible outcome. Let's see how much damage this does. 22 down to. Okay, so 11. MVF, I think there might be I think your calculation might go down to a magnitude 1 maybe somehow. But yeah, that's. It just did 11 when it was supposed to do 3. Just I guess, you know, that one move. That was cool that we were able to get ourselves a magnitude 4 just to see how low it could go. What's the hack? We're just using the universal Pokemon randomizer, Grazing Cow. If you Google universal Pokemon randomizer, you can change a boatload of settings. You do need a PC though, because you're currently on vertical. So what you would have to do is you would have to download the Universal Pokemon Randomizer on PC. You'd have to load in a ROM on PC, everything on PC. Then you'd have to change your desired settings, which, you know, for this one, it'd be like a lot of random stuff. And then once you're done, then you could put it to your phone if you want. I've definitely played emulators on my phone plenty of times in the past, so that's definitely an option. Oh, I see. There's a little white dot on Discord. Let me go ahead and replace my cross-gen data folder just to see if that will fix Dugtrio real quick. Yep, replace. Yep, no problem, Grazing Cow. Hope that helped. All right, reload. Boom. There we go. Grazing Cow can't see it, but our move set just loaded up. Looks like we do not get Earthquake until level 49. We do get Dig at 17 though. Dig is like having a low power magnitude every turn. How's the Kaizo going? Not too well, Area 91. We are 11 deaths in, and we're an hour and 45 into the run. Turns out delivering the Pokemon to going to talk to Mr. Pokemon takes a really long time. So even when you know you're going for a fact you're going to lose, it still takes a long time. So we might want to consider disregarding one of the rules when we know for a fact we're going to lose. All right, that's a one shot. That is also a one shot. But do I want to start? Do I really want to use all my tri attacks? Probably not. Oh, God, no. Magnitude 8. That's good. That is also a one shot. All right, big mushroom. We got 2 potions. Pokeball. That's not good. Blossom. Nothing we do will one-shot this except for a magnitude 9 or 10, I would assume. Ho-ho! Okay, I'd say the math is just straight up wrong, Area 91. We just got a magnitude 10, which should have done 44 damage, and it did 28. So yeah, something's not calcing right. That's all right. For the overlay. That's not a one-shot. Magnitude 7. Nice, nice. Dig. You know what? We will learn dig over scratch. Hold on. We might run out of PP for tri-attack. I don't think we'll need growl at any point. On the bright side, we get to see what a 90 power dig looks like, or 60 power dig with stab. So we can get a good feel for how much damage magnitude does. I want to look up how much damage a magnitude 7 does, because magnitude 7 would be your average magnitude. Gen 2 magnitude. All right, magnitude 7 would be 70 power. So in order to do less damage than dig, we would need magnitude 4, 5, 6, which is 5%, 10%, 20%. So that's 35%. So there's a 65% chance that magnitude will do more damage than dig. I like those odds in general. So, but on the bright side, we get to look. So if dig does 17 to 20, there's a 65% chance we can do more than 17 to 20. It looks like 1720 does not matter. So let's go ahead and just do dig. Now, as you can see, we did less than half. So what we want to do is go for that 65% chance it does more than dig. Magnitude 8, that's more than dig. Try attack, by all means. Guaranteed one shot, we'll take that. Okay, now the question is, do we consider doing more trainers? We've got 28 HP, 26 HP remaining currently. This trainer's got 2 Pokemon, the other trainer's got 3, but they're half the level, so we'll do the half the level guy. Guaranteed one shot with try attack, not a guaranteed one shot with scratch. Guaranteed one shot with scratch, nice. Guaranteed one shot with dig. Nice. Okay, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and just do this trainer. Okay, that's doable. That's very beatable. Considering that Tri Attack has a 1 in 5 chance of one-shotting, we'll go Magnitude. 9. Nice. Mankey. Guaranteed one shot with Tri Attack. I like it. Nice. All right, well, we're ready for the gym. Our glass cannon so far hasn't really been getting hit very much, so, you know, that is always a good sign. Let's see, no escape ropes, so there's nothing left to do but the gym. If we had an escape rope, though, there would be 4 more items to pick up. Guaranteed one shot with dig, we'll take that. I just now noticed we still have the berry. Guaranteed one shot with dig, we'll take that. So 45 power. Oh wow, guaranteed one shot with dig. I did not expect that. Interesting. The magnitude didn't even have the power of dig there. Okay, so take a look at this. Magnitude says 3 to 43, but dig says 44 to 52. Yeah, magnitude is just, I think the power is just whatever math is in there for magnitude is just wrong. So essentially, in order to figure out magnitude's damage, just look at dig and then just think slightly more than dig. Regardless, dig is guaranteed. And dig is not guaranteed, so we'll go for the 65% chance of magnitude. Doing more, it does less. That's all right. So far, I'm very much liking Doug Trio here. Jinx in the egg. Oh, no, I'm not allowed to do that. My bad. You're not allowed to pick up berries. You can be handed berries. You can't pick them up. All right, what do you got, guy? Wow, that bubble beam seems pretty low. I guess that's just because I'm just that over leveled. Sweet. The nice thing about being in the overworld is I can use as many try attacks as I want because I have access to the Pokemon Center whenever I feel like it. Oh, that's hilarious. I got the burn. Nice. Okay, so let's go for the 65% chance of magnitude. 8, we'll take it. If you talk to that girl, she'll tell you about something in the wild, but I don't remember what. No, actually, I don't think she tells you about anything in the wild now that I think about it. It's she's just there to just rebattle. You got 34 HP remaining. We'll go try magnitude. Perfect. I actually got really scared there. Because it was technically transformed into us, I didn't know which one went first. And imagine if that Doug Trio used magnitude and it did that much damage. Oh my. 14 to 17. Well, it's a 3-shot with tri-attack, so let's go magnitude. Okay, you got 29. Another magnitude. Sweet. Those dastardly water Pokemon scare the crap out of me. Alright, still some trainers remaining. Well, the trainers in the water. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, there's still one more. Gengar. Yeah, you know, Gengar would be pretty cool to have right now, but unfortunately it was level 6. Going back and using a level 6 Pokemon at this point would feel like... Oh, sorry, 11, my bad. Would still feel like quite the downgrade. Okay, I think we just established that this guy's the 4 Pokemon guy, so this one's better to go early. More than a 50% chance to one-shot with tri-attack. Nope, low roll. Guaranteed with dig. Yeah, we didn't lose very much. Might as well do this guy too. 24 HP seems really low. Oh, right. This guy normally has a bunch of Magikarps, so that makes sense. This guy normally just throws out increasingly leveled Magikarps. Oh, that would explain why one of his Pokemon is such a high level, because it's the high level Magikarp, the one that usually has Tackle. $78. Oh my god, it's level 24. Oh. Okay, tri-attack 4 shots and Psybeam 3 shots. So I guess we take the risk with magnitude. 6, that's not good. Agility, we'll take that. Oh god, no. Oh no, it defense crawled and it has recover too. We got real low magnitudes. Okay, that was pretty lucky. Sand attack? Yes. I'd like to get on the sand attack train. Aw, we used our berry. Okay, sand attacks for those really, really desperate situations. Max potion, I like that. All right, get this trainer. That magnitude 5 did so much. Hey, it's only one step below it, or one step above 8, or to 4, but it did 33 damage, not 8. Yeah, I already faced you. Okay, so we'll do our best to avoid all the trainers in here, and then we'll backtrack once we're basically at the end. I'd like to face all the trainers, but you never want to do that. Oh, oops. Okay, why even bother trying that technique if it doesn't work? $66 damage? Yeah, we'll do that. Not a one-shot. Oh, Dig's a one-shot, though. Oh, mostly a one-shot. And didn't. In one shot. That's okay. Let's see, level 26. Slash is at 37. Wait, Slash is weaker than Tri Attack, but Slash has got 20 PP. What do you guys think? Tri Attack or Slash? Slash has got double the PP but 10 less power, but it has the high chance of crit, whereas Tri Attack also has the 10% chance of burn, paralysis, freeze. They both have their upsides, but I definitely can only use one. I'm not getting rid of Dig at this point. Dig is the only reason I have an idea how much damage Magnitude's gonna do. You sure, Andrew? Because I feel like once we get to the rocket portions of the game, Slash might be worth it. Like, yeah, Tri Attack has the higher upside, but when we get to the rocket portions of the game, we don't really want to be using our ethers and whatnot when we get there. All those ethers are worth their weight in gold when you can't go to the Pokemon Center. There's an ether. We have an ether and an elixir. If it's anything like the Umbreon stream, we got the ether. We got like 3 elixirs really early in the run, and then we never saw another one to like the very end. And we just had to walk around just picking up item after item after item, trying to get enough items for the Elite Four. I gotta be careful with this Tri Attack PP also because of the whole flying types thing. Didn't really consider that. Like I need to really hold on to some PP. Like in that case, both Dig and Tri Attack were equal power. It's really interesting. Ever since we put this pink bow on, Tri Attack and Dig basically... Wait, not... Yeah, Tri Attack and Dig basically have the same power with the pink bow on. It's 88 power pink bow and 90 power Dig. So essentially, it goes down to weakness resistance for the most part. Did we not face that trainer on the way out? Okay, I should probably put those in reverse. Okay, well that was certainly interesting. Dig's power was double that of Magnitude. Okay, well we'll just have to play the Magnitudes by ear. Okay. Just don't really need to use a good move, so we'll just Magnitude up since this Magnitude's got so much PP. Alright, it's more Magnitudes. Useless metal coat. I don't even think it's worth very much money either. Okay. Oh, well, no. I guess they both weren't one shots. Tri Attack or Dig. Boy, it's really interesting looking at Dig and Tri Attack, knowing they're basically the same power. Oh, interesting. Hold on. Another note, MBF. Okay, I'm gonna go get that that notepad real quick. Farfetch'd is normal flying. Like my note on is 30 by 80 because that's what the measurement for the door was. All right, far fetched, normal, flying, just in case. I wrote down some previous notes before the stream. Sounded like they were already fixed before I even started, but you know, it's better to just have the notes. Oh, he's already made the far-fetched update. Okay, so let's see. We've already done. Okay, so we can go over here now. Got all my PP. Oh, do we lose to the rival again, or do we go for the gym this time? I feel like losing to the rival was like an abnormality because I mean the gym has got 3 gym trainers and then the gym leader itself. I feel like going for the rivals the better play. If I lose again to the rival though, I'm gonna start going to the gym. Doesn't look like we're gonna lose this time though. 32 to 38. Probably better to go magnitude and try and get a 7+. Nope. Okay, well now we need a magnitude 8+. Okay, that works. The reason why I did that is because we had a 65% chance of getting over, you know, a magnitude 6.5 basically, which does more than dig. And since dig was not going to 2-shot, I might as well take the risk with magnitude. Turns out it didn't work, but you know, he didn't play very good, so we're good with that. All right, let's go sell some items and then get some repels. Oh, Waterstone. Actually, we could hold. We're gonna hold on to the Waterstone. For anybody who doesn't know, one of the unknown rooms requires you to hold a Waterstone. We need Surf though for it, so we can't use it. The room. All right, Repel. 20. I'll do that for now. Not allowed to buy escape ropes, even though I really, really want them. All right. So I'm curious, can you do this without doing the gym? There's not any hidden items in the bottom right, which is shocking. You'd think there would be. Oh, do you need... I'm curious if you can do it with Falconer's badge. If it's Falconer's badge or if it's Bugsy's badge. Sure, why not? You're fast. Ish. Opposite gender? You are the opposite gender. All right. Hut. Nope, you You gotta get the badge. Okay. Well, you know, we might still get the be able to get the charcoal. Okay, it is definitely a charcoal. So the miracle seed and the charcoal never change. Got it. That's good to know. That means what we did for the Ninetales was correct. Even though we had lost the rival to the stupid Mischievous with its supersonic and Psywave, we did make the right choice, because if we had the charcoal, it would have at least have been an improvement, and it would have just required one battle. Submission does more damage than water gun? That's surprising. I would not have expected that. Why is magnitude... Okay, what is the chance of magnitude 6? Hold on a second. It feels like magnitude 6 is like a 50% chance at this point. Okay, hold on. Let's not use Pokemon DB. Let's use Bulbapedia and go to Gen 2. No, the percent's still the same. There's a 20% chance of magnitude 6, and yet it comes up 50% of the time. Oh my god, it happened again. like there's only a 20% chance of magnitude 6, and it comes up so much. All right, so let's see. There's a 50% chance of knocking out with Dig, which means there's like a 70% chance. So even if I were... Oh, wait, hold on. Magnitude 6 would not knock out. So it's still a 65% chance. Oh, Dig can't knock it out. Never mind. There we go. Once again, Dig can't knock it out. Essentially, at this point, I just look at Dig. If Dig can at least get a range to knock it out, I use Dig. But at this point, the magnitudes, they are just not hitting at the 65% clip like they should be. Over 65% for 7+. Guaranteed one shot. We'll take that. Oh, we didn't even check what TM we got from Falconer. Absorb. Okay. I don't think Doug Trio can learn Absorb. 79 to 94. I like those odds. The odds were ever in my favor. That odds were not in my favor, and I still got it. Nice. Wow. Okay, we'll take that. All right, what'd you give me? Nightshade. Bummer. Did I battle Paris Trainer? Oh well. If I didn't, my bad. I don't think they would have been very hard. I did not ignore them on purpose. That's for sure. So for anybody curious, I talked with Speed and some of the other people. We did shadow ban headbutt because it's guaranteed to be in that spot every single time, and it will never be randomized because it's a field move. Same thing with Sweet Scent. It's never gonna get randomized because you need it for the game. So because it's so consistent, we're considering headbutt to be an HM and therefore banned. Like, look, TM12, and it's gonna be Sweet Scent. Yeah, it's because it's part of the overworld, and overworld, they don't want to limit your abilities to play the game because of the randomization. So same thing with Rock Smash. Rock Smash will never be randomized either. Gotta like being able to beat a Zapdos easily. I thought it might use dig. Well, on the bright side, we have a run. I have absolutely no idea where this run is going to end, but I think it's going to be against a grass type if I were to guess. It could easily be a water type too. Okay. But I think... Oh, no, actually, now I think about it, there's definitely a higher likelihood that it's a water type that does me in. I will never be able to learn a move that's good against a water type. But I'm also never going to be able to learn a move that's good against a grass type either, unless I learn Rollout, but I don't think I can. I'll have to check the overlay. Oh, that's bad. That last try attack needs to be for Hoot Hoot. Definitely should not battle the next trainer. I'll have to come back. Oh, never mind. That was the last one. Good. All right, we're at the point of no return. We're at the 2-hour mark, so however this run ends will be how it ends. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and pause the run here real quick. And I'm going to leave it up to you guys on how you think this one's going to end. Past blue, past Claire, past let's try Whitney, and then not past Whitney. There we go. Now everyone's gonna feel invested in this final Doug Trio run. Unpause. I also put blue there, so that way if I lose to red, it's still gonna feel valid. Dang, low roll. I look at the wings on Scizor. I'm like, oh, I guess I can't use dig, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I can. Not that I think I'm gonna get it returned, but you never know. Money in this game is pretty useless, so I might as well get the haircut. Oh, since the coin case is useless, I actually don't even need to pick it up. I don't think we're allowed to get static Pokemon. Not that they were any good anyways. Our bag is really getting up there. Okay, let's see. Waterstone, Poison Cure, Max Potion, Charcoal, Thunderstone, amulet coin, metal coat, dragon scale. Okay, that's good. I like how we get a little bit more room to breathe with items. Area 91, that's a lot of faith. As soon as Pokemon start getting moves like Hydro Pump, we're done for. Right now, it's not too bad, but once they get actually good moves, we're doomed. Right now, we're still dealing with the likes of Bone Club and Headbutt. Crap, what level do I get Earthquake at? 49. Okay. Ooh, okay. If you could send that over, MVF, that would be great to have a fix for. I see the one that says Farfetch'd update. I'll update the next one. So you're saying magnitude doesn't count for type effectiveness? So in most cases, magnitude will actually be worse then. Or, sorry, not type effectiveness, stab. Wait. Oh, you mean your calculation doesn't account for it? Because, I mean, magnitude definitely counts for type effectiveness. I've used plenty of magnitudes on, like, Arbok and whatnot in my life, and it definitely counts for type effectiveness. I don't know about stab. I definitely cannot account for... Oh, the code. Gotcha. Gotcha. Ooh, do I really want to face another trainer at this point? I really should go heal. Oh, of course, the Mewtwo. 2-shot with Tri-Attack. I'll take that. Slash. Yep. Yep. I used Sand Attack because it was I thought I was on a different slot. Normally, you can't battle this guy unless you talk to him. Roar. HM learned to bite. Oh, does this mean there's a guaranteed quick claw on every run? All right. Go ahead and update this real quick. Oh, he sent me the new overlay. Okay. Sure. All right, let me unload the mapper. Refresh the overlay. All right, let's see how this goes. A few trainers here. $8 to $131. It looks the same. On the bright side, I'm sure the... Oh, right. I did not do the far-fetched update, if that makes any difference. I'll do that as well. Okay. $17 to $293. Well, now I just want to get a magnitude 4 to see if it will do 17, because that seems impossible. Okay, well, you know, half HP, I am not willing to battle more trainers. Only we had an Abra. Okay, we battled her. Not him. I can't remember if we battled Raichu Trainer or not. All right, 22 for magnitude 4. 9 damage from... Okay. I'm just going to keep using magnitude at this point. Just see what happens when we get a magnitude 4. Okay, well, I think we already battled everyone over here. $34 with the type effectiveness? I don't think so. Okay, well, we're not screwing around with Ampharos. We've already seen the power of what Ampharos can do. Then again, that is with Thunder Shock, and clearly it can't use Thunder Shock on a Doug Trio. All right, 19. Oof. It's funny how the moment you want to get a magnitude 4, it never comes. Came all the time though when I didn't care about it. Okay. Now that's a TM. Now I think about it, there's a non-TM in the park to the east of Dig. Might as well take a look at that. Oh, right. I also completely forgot about this item. Carbos. I don't think we're gonna need it, but you know what? We'll go ahead and take it. We're not picky. In this generation, all EVs work the same. Doesn't matter if I use a Carbos. Still not magnitude 4. Okay, now I guess we have the gym leader. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. There's nothing left. I could see Dig having PP issues real soon. 6. Yeah. Magnitude may not be the best, but you know, if it's 65% chance of being stronger than Dig, I might as well take it because of the triple PP. Okay, this one is a wide range of damage. Doesn't even have a water move. That's funny. All right. Well, let's see. How many people voted for not Whitney? Nobody. Everybody is pretty confident we will at least make it past Claire. Emphasis on past. I wrote the word past Claire because I was like, oh, you know, if we die at the Elite Four, that's a pretty admirable spot to lose. 10 to 161. Wow. 160. Oh, right. That would be triple the power of Diggs. I mean, I guess the math really checks out. Because Diggs' power is 60. And magnitude 10's power is 150. That's basically triple. So, I mean, the math checks out. I'm not sure about the magnitude 4, but I mean, if magnitude 10 works out, that's probably right too. Okay, I only have physical moves, so that's that growls. Oh, okay. Ooh, that Octazooka. Whew, I told you, Andrew. As soon as we start seeing some water Pokemon with some decent moves, we are rough shape. Gotta say, I have played enough randomizers with ground or rock types, and they really struggle to water types once they get good moves. The funny thing about the water types is they're really all or nothing. Like the Blastoises of the world, they've got Water Gun all the way up until they get Hydro Pump. And once they get Hydro Pump, you are dead in the water. This game, they actually have middle power moves like Octazooka and Bubble Beam. Oh, right. The reflect is up. I was like, that doesn't look right. No point in the magnet. Oh, that was a magnitude 4. That magnitude 4 did 9 damage. I assume it used Harden after magnitude. Oh, if it used Harden, that would affect my magnitude's damage. Okay, so the overlay says 5 to 86, but last turn it must have been 9 because it didn't have the Harden last turn. Okay, that I guess the math checks out. Magnitude 4 is just that weak. It was 8. Okay. Well, 1 damage is definitely what I would call the room for error. Noise. Okay. Ooh, okay. Okay, both Dig and Slash are not going to knock it out, so I guess we just have to take our chances with another magnitude. Yes. Oh man, sometimes, man, magnitude is the best. I mean, it really is. You live by the magnitude, you die by the magnitude. Okay, I swear there's a hidden item over here somewhere. I almost want to bring up the map just to prove it. All right, hold on. I am bringing up the map to prove it. I swear there's one around here. All right, burnt tower. No, that's not Eckerteak. That's goldenrod. Eckerteak, there we are. It is. Oh my god, there isn't one. I apparently am a liar. Okay, but no, they're just okay. It's just not there. Okay. Oh, apparently I just misremembered. I swore there was an item in this rock, but okay. The only hidden item over here is this one. Everything else requires Rock Smash. All right, we're not doing the gym, that's for sure. We're gonna do... I'm trying to think left or right. I think we'll start left because the levels are gonna be lower left, and then we'll switch to right when we get to the lighthouse. Another Mewtwo. They still gave it Swift at a low level. The staple of Mewtwo. Okay. Well, Feraligatr still has Water Gun, so it's not going to be super powerful just yet. Oh, right. I forgot I can actually start using slashes now. Because I was avoiding using my normal move because I had 10 PP before, but now I have 20. I can use it a little bit more often. I still got a lot of HP. We're good. 95. Okay. Guaranteed. Okay, yeah, probably should just heal. Not that far. Since items that are handed to you are pretty much always going to be the same, I'm going to assume the magnet is still going to be the magnet. Not gonna lie though, Dig's gonna have to go when we get Earthquake. And quite frankly, I'm gonna need to start considering what to do with... Hold on. Oh, hold on. What do we get for Whitney? Whitney gives... Crap. Okay, so we had... Earlier we had... Okay, hold on. We picked up these two. This is from Falconer. This is from Bugsy. This must have been from Whitney. Yep. Gotta say, don't think we can learn Mega Drain, that's for sure. Oh my god, that Golem's self-destruct can one-shot us. Dig is not a guaranteed one-shot. Obviously, Slash is not going to be a one-shot. Okay. Basically, we need a level 7 or higher magnitude. Uh-oh. Why is magnitude 6 so common? Why? Magnitude 6. Why? There's so many magnitude 6s. Well, it was a good run. Apparently the correct choice for the poll was past Whitney, which had 0% votes. Anyways, it was a decent run. I'm just glad we got a run there at the end because it was really looking bleak when we were at like an hour and a half and we hadn't even defeated Rival 2 yet. So I'm at least happy we got somewhere. But thank you very much for joining us today, everybody. Let me go ahead and see if Speed is streaming. Because if Speed is streaming, I will redirect everybody to Speed. If he is not streaming, I will just end it. Yes, he is in fact streaming, so I will move everybody over to Speed stream. Give me a moment. In fact, I will move both streams to speed stream. Since, you know, I can. Save. Save. All right. Thank you for joining in. Thursday, we'll be playing some more rental randomizer Pokemon Stadium 2. I don't have a good feeling about this week. But you never know. Have a nice night, guys.